The thing you adored about him was that he adored you. That was the beginning and end of the attraction for you. It was no more, no less. He waited in your queue. The thing you adored about him was that he adored you. You think he's more than good enough, but you didn't want to have to bluff. Sometimes you don't have chemistry or mutual compatibility. My escape is my buried hopes. Media is the way I cope. My own social anxiety pauses the possibilities. Creative, not adventurous. I am commonly cautious. Made a daring escape. It didn't change my fate. I didn't arrive at a place beyond my mental state. Once was in the background, was steering my head down. Didn't make a commotion, feared retaliation. Was passively undetected. I didn't get rejected, but I also didn't say a peep. My goals weren't manifested. I didn't sow, I didn't reap. I didn't talk, they say it's cheap. I lived vicariously through screens, hanging on their arms. I was barely on the team. Nightclubs, traffic and ticket stubs. She's in sunny weather, boat riding and theater. New names in a new city, she's sitting pretty. She's adapting and transacting. I'll sing it out loud. I'm so proud. She's reinventing and cementing. I'll sing it out loud. I'm so proud. She's departing and embarking. I'll sing it out loud. Darling, take a bow. My figurative vertigo is shrinking my potential. Back and forth swaying, been emotionally straying. Disorganized and disoriented. I'm confused and I've lamented. You know that I've got time. Got your back and you've got mine, honey. I let them know that I've got time. When your friend opened her mouth and her rude comments came out, she looked at me for approval and was met with my refusal. She tried to belittle you and expected me to agree. Let me tell her one thing she don't know about me. I'm protective. New names in a new city, street signs and properties, museums and restaurants, an address she will flaunt. You were inspired by the art, but you're smitten with the artist. You dodged Cupid's darts, his arrows missed. You were enthralled by the art, but you were tempted by the artist. You tell them apart. You did resist. Your politeness, unrelated to ethics. Your status quo, unrelated to morals. Your honesty, unrelated to integrity. Your slander, unrelated to candor. Age didn't make you better. Age didn't make you smarter. You said you'd be wiser by now, but age only made you older. You think you have learned it all, finished growing, standing tall. Young but look down on the youth. They are way, way more astute than you will give them credit. To you, their ideas aren't valid. You brought it up, then swept it under the rug. You're who meant mentioned it. Remains you resurrected, told in a sarcastic tone, then told me to leave it alone. Claim it was in the past, you're who brought it back. A disorder, consumed by the inner intruder. I'm compelled and overwhelmed, I'm anxious, what's the purpose? My triggers track on fingers, my compulsions and fixations. Each routine is a regime, I'm nauseous, I'm exhausted. Isn't it fabulous? I did the trick, then I crash landed. Look at me, so outstanding. Didn't stick the landing. Don't keep up with you anymore. I lost track of you and yours. Maybe in the back of my drawer, the thought of you is stored. I haven't poked around in forever. I've lost track, but whatever. A father figure to me for as long as I remember. Wrote to you seasonally, visit you in late November. You've shown hospitality, best friends with your youngest daughter. As I'm exhilarated, I'm activated. You don't pour a river on my rising fire. You don't ask me to retire. You let me flicker. I'm energized, I'm elevated. You don't have me deflated. I'm activated. Used to suspicion and envy. Find what I say hard to believe. Acclimated to jealousy. Distrust when I say I'm happy. You thought I opened up to you. I talked so much, said nothing new. You thought it was a breakthrough. You thought I'm questing for silver lines. I'm questing for my guide. I'm looking for divine signs. He said with words he goes to war, saying what's so uncalled for. But you say he's a different him when he's angry. It's like the switch is flipped when he's angry. He doesn't know when to quit when he's angry. When I'm happy, cry. When I'm sappy, cry. As I'm struggling, cry. As I'm laughing, wasn't produced from steel. I'm cleansing as I heal. Won't you impress them, their validation. Suppress it, your strangeness. Deflect them, their questions, their beginning to notice. Your originality, the crowd's big discovery. You promise I will not find someone like you. No thank you. If you met him, you dislike him too. I'm not frowning, I'm not fibbing. Pack your bags, that's your cue. I'm not her. I'm not your hypothetical girl. I'm not her. I'm not your hypothetical girl. I'm not her. I'm not your hypothetical girl. You treat me like a hypothetical girl. Swear I'll react like every lady in the world. Assume I'll only desire what you expect. Convinced I'll only be what you predict. Done already, made up your mind. Project your vision of a stereotype. You picked out the ending, wrote my lines. I'm confined to the role of your design. In the meantime, I'm invigorated and I'm avidly animated. During the moments you're ardently captivated, I'll help you feel liberated. We can be enthusiastic, won't say you're dramatic or too eccentric. Falling over, I'm dizzy as I'm sober. Oh my, I've lost my balance. I'm not under the influence. The plight is despite all my might. I'm not agile or upright. As a child, I wanted parents in love. I was dreaming of parents in love. Get rid of the grossed out kids. Say they're grossed out, so swap them out. As a child, I was thinking of parents in love. Parents in love. Was way past due. I move my mouth and you listen. You thought that I finally let you in. Faked my participation. I had you believing. I'm not putting you on trial, but I'm drained by this cycle. They've told me to give leniency, said I should practice clemency. I did that and then you redid the same action you said to forgive. I'm making the attempt. I still get hurt. Could you please put in effort? I could forgive you and move on. I can forgive and we can still divide. You can chase your redemption. I can forgive but not let this slide. Again and again you transgress. Can give grace without full access. Given a redo, you do it again. Had a do-over, you do it the same. Your old self was left stranded. That old friend feels abandoned. Are there parts that should have stayed? Did you have to trim so much away? What would your old self relay? We're better as friends. You're not good at that either. What's there that we can mend? Said it as if you're eager, but right after our upending, you're such a stunning teaser. The friendship was pending. We're better off as neither. Funny, ha ha he, funny, ha ha he, funny, ha ha he, funny, ha ha he.